Jai Hind everyone, welcome again to the Patriotic IAS, and we hope that you have celebrated Holi with so much happiness and yes, with so many joy you have gone through. So this is welcome back again to our study because the examination is very near. So let's start with the topic that we are going to cover. Near about there are the 7 topics that we will cover. After the topic discussion, we'll go for the writing a mains answer approach, and after that we will provide the model answers for the same, and after that we will also take some of the prelims question based on the topic that we are going to cover. So this will be our approach. So let's start with the 7 topic. What are the topic that we are going to cover? The first topic will be the United Nations calls for the ceasefire in the Gaza, and it is on the occasion of the Ramjan. So it will be for the, again, this is the perspective here. We will see that how the US has changed its stand with respect to the Israel, and so this will be for the men's, because here we have seen a different stand of the US with respect to the Israel, because here US didn't support it or vetoed it, just abstain. So this will be very important. After that we will take that there has been the 14 injuries of the people into the Mahakal temple into the Ujjain, Madhya Pradesh. So we will try to cover it with the respect to the prelims. We will try to know that the basics fact with respect to this Mahakal temple. Okay. Then we will study that there has been the new digital rule into the EU, and it will be for the giants such as the Google and other such platform, or for the digital and the social media. So this will be for the men's as well as for the prelims. Okay. After that, we will study that there has been the drought condition into the many of the nations from the Africa. So this will be on that basis we will try to locate into the map. So it will be for the prelims world geography, that we will locate the different region of the world. Okay. After that, there will be the discussion on the page. Here we will study that how the truth of this electoral bond has been come to the public domain after the release of the codes from the SBI. So this is for the means, again it will add up few of the point in our topic, that is on the electoral reform that is needed and the condition of the elections into the India. After that we will study that there has been a controversy with respect to the award, Sangeet Kalanidhi award, that has been given to the SM Krishna. He is a very vocal person. He is a good musician. He has a lot of way to improvise the music, but already he is a activist, he is a writer, so that's why there has been the controversy. So again it will be for the mains. Maybe it could be it can help in our essay paper as well, despite it's the core area is the art and culture, but it has a lot of other significance. And then we will study that how the China is playing into the West Asia and how it is impacting the global world order. So it will be for the mains. We will write a mains answer on this topic, so it will be the mains specific. So let's start with the front. So let's see the front page. This is talking about the United Nations calls for the ceasefire. So this is here. United Nations calls for the ceasefire in the Gaza during the months of the Ramjan. So it has the very specific in the draft. It was mentioned that it is for the permanent ceasefire, but due to the opposition from the west side and US, it was just for the Ramjan period. So here we will see that what are the basic facts with respect to that. Here we have seen that there has been the change in position of the US. And yes, for that there has been some of the anger that has been shown from the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, that you have changed its position. So this is not good. You are not talking about the hostage held by the Hamas. You are just talking about the ceasefire. Already there has been the death of the near about 32,000 people. Okay, and most of them are the children and women, and the international position has been shifted against the Israel, and US is aware of that. and US don't want to isolation. That's why at least some of the, by this decision, it's want to pacify and bring the moderation. Here you will see that 14 out of 15 countries has been voted into the favor of this resolution of the favor. Only US, even it didn't voted against or the anything, just abstain. So this is here, you should be clear about that. Okay. And we have seen that already this resolution has condemned the Hamas. However, US has taken its stand that yes, we should not be go for the without the release of the hostage to the ceasefire. Otherwise, there is the agreement that is going on with the mediation of the US, Egypt, and Qatar. So this will be jeopardized. So this is the stand. Okay. So here it is just for the Ramzan, and now it will be for the 2 weeks. Okay, so this is all about from this news. Next news on the front page is that Mahakal temple in the Madhya Pradesh, there has been the blaze fire and there has been the 14 injuries. So you should know that what is the basics about this, basics about the Mahakal temple. So we should know that this is located into the Ujjain, okay, and it is made up on the basis of the Maratha architecture style. Okay, so you should be very careful about the architecture style of it. Okay, and this temple is famous for the Bhasma Aarti. Okay, here the Bhasma Aarti, the S is from the pious, that is known as the this is only to the so that this is the life cycle and you should be respectful of the each stage, and the death is also part of the your life cycle. So here it is given. Okay, so here it is built on the Maratha era and it is on the Maratha style. Despite this has the ancient history. There has been the destruction and the reconstruction due to the invasion from the foreigners, and also due to the on the religious ground. And that's why the recent temple that was established, that was constructed during the Marathas. Okay, so here even this Mahakal temple is mentioned into the works of the Kalidas. So you could understand that how old it is. Okay. So Kalidas, that is from the Gupta period, and the Gupta period, it was very beginning of this era. Okay, so this shows that the how old it is, and what is the main feature of the Maratha style of the architecture: intricate carvings. First thing, okay. The second is thing imposing the gateways and the spacious courtyard, and it's follow the Nagara style where the Sikhra is the dominant. So you have to remember all this thing. The main deity of this is the Lord Shiva, okay, and he is into the form of the Swayambhu Linga. Okay, so Swayambhu means it is believed that it is the self-manifested. Power comes from its inner side, okay, within itself. So this is showing all the concept of the Mahakal temple. This is important for the prelims. Please be careful of all these facts, okay. Next important news is with respect to the EU probe into the tech giant violation of the new law. So this new law is talking about that there should be equal competition, there should not be any anti-competitive stand, because these platforms, these giants like the Google, Facebook, and Apple, they have the lot of a very huge number of the customer that already they have on this platform, and if they are starting selling their own product and going to give preference of that product, so it will result into the a disadvantageous position of the other businesses. So that's why here it is mentioned that, for example, if the Google engine will start projecting its product at the very starting points, and that's why the other product will be not reflected at the on the front page. So that what will happen, it will be not that much giving the equal footing for the each businesses, and due to the presence of the large number of the users, it is also known as the gatekeepers, and to regulate it, the EU has brought the Digital Market Act. So please remember this Digital Market Act. This Digital Market Act is to bring the competition on equal footing. Okay, so here it is for the giants such as the Apple, Alphabet, okay, and Meta. These are all have the lot of dominance over the user. Okay, So as per this law, it aims to regulate the large online companies. Okay, and here there is the fine for the violation, and it is as huge as the 10% of the global revenue, and for the repeating wireless it will be the 20% of the global revenue. Could you understand, this is not the just 10%, 10 crore or 100 crore. This is the 10%. They have the benefit, they have the revenue of the, that is case of the thousands of the crore, and that's why after the 10% or the 20%, this is the huge number. Okay. So here we have seen that these big technologies now, they are having the more regulation by the all these companies and the nations into EU, so that they could bring the equality. And there has been the lot of such a lot of complaint has been received from these companies. For example, there has been they have noted down the some of the cases against Apple, and here they have been alleged to that they are involved into the anti-competition and maintaining a high price in the smartphone market, because these platforms provide the platform the others. For example, Apple has the app store, and these app store are the other businesses. Okay, so they don't need to pay for the extra payment. Okay, if they are using this platform, there should be the reasonable payment, but the Apple and the Google store, they are charging a very high, and this results into the anti steering practice. Okay, so you should be very careful about that. Here it is talking about the question of the choice. Okay, so certain apps like the photos are not installable. So it is imposing its own condition. There has been also conditions such as the pay or the consent policy. Either you have to consent that we can enter, you can take your data, or please pay if you don't want to use for the reflection of the different advertisement as well. So this is the like the forcing the consumers to accept this or the pay this. Okay, so this is here again for the Google. They are talking about the if it is prioritizing its own services in the Google search. For example, if you search something product like this pen, and there are a lot of sellers, those who sell this pen, but the Google is only showing on the top 10 its own product, what will happen? Despite the other companies, they have the better product, but their visibility will decrease, and their advertisement, and that's why they will be on the disadvantageous position. So here this is all about. Okay, so you should know. Next important thing, that is there is a news that has mentioned the name of the Subramaniam Chandrasekhar. So you should know the basics about the Chandrasekhar, and he is best known for the Chandrasekhar limit. And here it is talking about the when there is the decay into the star, there is a limit, and if the mass of that particular dying star is about this particular limit, that is about the between 1.8 to 3.3 mass times mass of the sun. Okay, so this gives the result of the what will be the end condition, and this will give the stable white dwarf. So you should know that the Chandrasekhar limits that give the condition for the formation of the white dwarf. Okay, his main contribution is into the different type of the astrophysics, and here he was talking about the formation of the stars, what will be the process of the decay. So it is the stellar structure that is the main area, stellar dynamics, how they radiate, and how there is the remission. Okay, so all this thing has been discussed under the theory that is given by this scientist. This is given. He was awarded with the Nobel Prize into the 1983. Okay, and his other area of the discussion was the mathematical theory of the black hole. Okay, so please remember that all this thing that is associated with the Subramaniam Chandrasekhar. So what was the topic for he was provided? He was given awarded for this Nobel Prize. It was the theoretical studies of the physical process of important of the structure and evolution of the stars, and particularly this Chandrasekhar limit. He was the part of the University of Chicago. So please remember that as well. Okay, so this is all about. Okay. Next important news that we are going to discuss is the what is the condition of the Africa. There is the countries like the Malawi, they are facing the hunger crisis, particularly the famine status. What is the region? It is the El Nino. And it is not the only this country, but a lot of other countries like the Zimbabwe, Zambia, all are facing such condition. And the condition is that the United Nations World Food Program, they are continuously working, and there is the estimation that the lakhs of the people, they are on the verge of the malnutrition and the hunger. Here it is the case of the Malawi, and 23 out of 28 districts that has been declared as a state of the disaster. This is the condition. They are asking for the huge assistance, and not this, even the Zambia and Zimbabwe, they are also asking for the assistance. So you should know that where they are located. So you should be very clear. This is here. Okay, so here where is the this is the Mozambique, this is the South Africa. Okay, be very careful about all this country. Okay, so where is the Zimbabwe? Okay, so Malawi, that is here. This is very small nation, Malawi. Okay, this is here. Zambia is here. So be very careful. Where is the? This is Malawi. You can forget. This doesn't have the. It doesn't touch the coastal area. It is the landlocked. So please be very careful. What is its position? What is its location? Okay. Here the Zambia, this is also facing, and the Zimbabwe. Here it is facing. So this is the southern area, southern portion of the Africa that is facing. And whenever there is the El Nino condition, it result into the deficit into the rainfall and the precipitation. That is the condition. So okay, so here it has mentioned that this United Nations World Food Program that is working. So you should know that what is the basics about this. This word United Nations World Food Program that works into the area that is facing the hunger, starvation. Okay, so these are the things, if the area is facing where it is going to work, and these are the area that are suffering from the conflict due to the war, battle, internal displacement, civil war, all is included after even case of the natural disaster area. And yes, if there is the other humanitarian emergency, maybe there could be the some of the natural activities such as the cyclone or the volcanoes. In all conditions they work. Okay, and they work under the executive board, and this is from the 36 member states. Its headquarters is located into the Rome. That's why it is known as the Western dominance. Okay, and beside that, you should also know that it has been provided with the Nobel Peace Prize. Okay, so it was into the 2020, and it is due to its effort to combat the hunger. So this organization has been provided with the Nobel Peace Prize. You should know that even the organizations are provided with the Nobel Peace Prize. Okay, so what are the activities? It is involved into the food distribution, school feeding program, resilience building, all these things you should know. Okay, so here even the parts of Angola that is facing the disaster. So please locate, your homework is that please locate all these area by yourself into the map. And yes, you should be very careful. What are the conditions of the El Nino? El Nino result into the low rainfall, and low rainfall result into the condition where the crop is not productive. It is going to be reduced production, and that's why it is not able to feed the whole of the population. And most of the population in the Africa, they are dependent on the corn. So please remember it as well. They can ask into the prelims. Okay, beside that, there has been the cholera outbreak in these areas, and this is making the situation worse. And what is the cause of the cholera? It is due to the bacteria that you should remember. The question could be that the cholera can be due to the water sanitation, or due to the hygiene, due to the bacteria. Okay, so here they could ask that whether it is due to the bacteria or the virus or what. So your answer should be it is the bacteria, and Vibrio cholerae. Okay, this is the name. So please remember, and this is due to the contaminated water or the food. This is the main reason. And even in the case of the poverty and such thing, there is the condition that they are not going to get the hygienic food, and that's result into the such thing. Okay. So what is the symptom? Okay, so here it is the vomiting, rapid dehydration. So the solution is the ORS, oral rehydration solution. Please remember this. Okay. And in the case of the extreme severity, intravenous fluids that is administered. Antibiotics is also given as per the severity of the illness. Okay. So remember all these things, what could be the prevention? Safe water and the sanitation, food hygiene, cholera, vaccination, all these things. Here it gives that the vaccines are available for the cholera. Okay, so this is all about you should know. On this editorial news, this is talking about the what is the result of this electoral bond. Already we have covered in a very detail what is the condition, what the logic that was provided by the government and its lawyers, its advocates in the Supreme Court now prove that all that was wrong. The opacity of any funding is not going to beneficial for the electoral process of the democracy. So after the matching of the codes that is purchased by the different companies and the political parties that was handed over funded has shown that there has been the connection of the awarding the contracts after getting the fundings, getting this electoral bond. Or even there has been the cases that has been found that the use of the government agencies to extract these bonds. So this you should know. This is all about, so it is common already, we have covered all these things. This is not that much relevant. Next is this terror link of the Moscow with respect to the Islamic State. So we already have covered that where they are located. They are located into the eastern part of the Afghanistan. So you should know. Okay, into the electoral one thing is given that when the finance ministry allowed the certain bonds to be encashed even after their expiry date, and with the 15 days that was the expiry date, they give in that yes they allowed for those bond that is related to the government. Here it is given, it is written into the editorial. So this level of the biasness, unequal playing field was there. That if it is from the opposition party, they are not going to give this money, that will expire, there will be the no withdrawal. Okay, and you must know that it was after the expiry, the money that was for this electoral bond was going to the PM relief camp, okay, relief fund. So this this you should know. Yes, so this ISIS, the location, it is into the Afghanistan and eastern part of the Afghanistan. Okay, so this ISIS they were targeting the Turkey, Syria, and Afghanistan, and they were against the Shia Muslims. This is the you should know that they were mainly advocating for the Sunni Muslim ideology and that religious perspective, and they were attacking these Turkey, Syria, and Afghanistan because there has been a good population of the Shia. Okay, so this is here. It is given that they were continuously targeting the Shia minority, and they aims to build a network cell to radicalize the youth from the Central Asia and Afghanistan, Tajiks, and Uzbek minority. This is here given. So please remember this thing, and you should also remember the area that is the Russia intervention into the Syria. That is the main thing they attacked. Besides that, they consider that the Russia, they are perpetuating the operation against the Muslim minority, Sunni minority into the area of the Chechnya as well. This is the internal insurgency. This area now it is under control, but there has been a lot of autonomy has been given, and the ruler who is ruling that is oppressing the minority, and yes there has been a lot of oppression, but the loyalty is given to the Putin because it is given the power to rule that area with a lot of autonomy. So now the recruit of this ISIK that is going to be from the Central Asia, and it is the Central Asia migrant laborer. So this is the thing, and there is in the Russia a lot of these Central Asia migrants, they are working, they are residing. So this is creating the condition of the further security issue into the Russia. So this is the case you should be very careful about. The next news is with respect to the what is going on with respect to the music controversy, the award that is given under the this Kalanidhi Academy, so you should be very careful about this here. It is mainly associated with the TM Krishna, and he is very vocal on the different social issues, and that's creating the tussle between the those who are supporting the rightists and they are conservative. So he takes the stand with the many of the social issues like the women's issue, the Dalit issue, the caste issue. All are the area where he has taken stand and he has criticized the orthodox mindset. So here we have seen that it started with the Sangeet Kalanidhi Award that is given by the Music Academy, and after that we have seen that there has been the opposition and many one of the previous awardee he returned its award. Okay, so here he faces the criticism from the religious fanatics for his irreverence to other long-held belief. The thing is that even he sing the devotional song, but he is non-believer. This is the many. This is very unique thing. Singing devotional song at the temple festival, despite being an unbeliever. Okay, so this is very unique thing you can find here. Okay. Beside that, he is very much, he has very strong command and the different form of the Carnatic music, and he even tried to innovate. And he is such as the kirtis, ragas, alapans, tanams, pallavis, okay, kalpanat swaram, okay, and Neravals. So please be very clear about the basics about all these things. What is the kirtis, what is the ragas, what is the alapan, all we have provided. So please go through these points. You should be clarity. Okay, there is the minute differences with respect to the melody and yes, the notes and other such things. So be very careful and you will be clear about this. Okay. So there has been the polarization, those from the right-wing politics and the religiosity, they have gone against this award, and because also he is also supporter of the ideology of the Periyar, and that is the anti-Brahminical stand that shows. Okay. So here it has brought the two political parties, that the DMK as well as the BJP, and they are taking the one side or the other side. This is the condition. Here we see that there has been the there has declared the intention to return the award. This is the condition. Many have said that they are not going to participate further into the any of the program held by this music academy. So this is the thing that you should know. In the last, the writer is talking about that there is the dual role of the artist. They doesn't only confine to the art form. They are also activists. They try to and they try to bring the social issue. For example, the Bhakti movement that brought lot of the social issue and resolution. For example, it discussed the condition of the women's. What is the condition of the Dalits? Okay, so all that was brought, and what is the condition of the orthodoxy? All that has been discussed. So it is the work of the artist as well to bring and resolve the issue, and they are very much on this thing of the social reform. This is the role. Okay, so here it has given without going to the making the polarization such thing. Yes, and there should be the unity to only enrich the art and enriching by the different activities. That should be the its main area. Here Tagore has quoted, there is the quotation from the Tagore that the role of artist is to take creative part into the festival of life, to give expression to the infinity in the man. Man has the so much diversity. You cannot stick to the one part. You have to, as an artist, you have to reflect on all these things. Okay. So you should be clear about this thing. This is be here. Next and the last topic that we are going to take is the China, a want to be superpower. Okay, so here we will see that how the China is playing its role into the Middle East, particularly the West Asia, and recently we saw that it has brought closer ties with the Saudi Arabia and Iran, those who were the very much rival to each other. So here we see that the Chinese are intervening here into the West Asia as an intention to project itself for the as the moderate creator of the common ground. Beside that, if you will go through the closer look, you will find that the Chinese, they are working into all these diplomatic activities to show that yes, to fulfill that the economic and national interest. They are only talking wherever there is the conflict that is beyond the resolution, they are not going to interfere. For example, in the Hamas and Israel, they are not going to directly interfere. They are taking outside a stand. But we have seen that by this Chinese are getting the benefit in the attack into the Red Sea. None of the Chinese vessels or the ships were attacked. They were avoided, they were refrained. This is the thing you should know. Okay. Beside that, it is also expanding its Belt and Road Initiative under all these mediations into the West Asia, and it is getting a dilution of the hegemony of the United Nations. And this is the main thing. They want to reduce this hegemony. Okay. However, there is the condition, and recently we saw that the Israel's stand, if they are going into that direction, the Israel stand with the something that will be not supportive, because here it is Israel sees that the Chinese is standing with the Arabs and West Asian countries, and these countries where it is getting the benefit of the such as the oil, and China is the one of the largest consumer of this crude oil. So it is very important to secure this oil, and this is only possible that it has a better relationship with the this West Asian countries, Arab countries. And here one thing is you should also see that US angle is also there. US is standing with the Israel. So here it is not possible to go for the same time balancing the relation with the Israel and West Asia. So here the China needs to balance, and despite this all thing, it's take a stand and mostly start to project itself as the soft hegemon, and even it has been successful in the many areas. For example, take the example of the Red Sea itself. Here the Chinese vessel is not getting attacked, and it is the with the help of the Iran support. So we can see that. Okay, but still there is the challenge. Whenever the China has to take its stand into the Gaza, here it has to be. It is not that much vocal. Okay. So we have seen that what is the status that will be projected into the future. This is not clear now. It will only the time will tell that how the China is able to play, manage, monitor all these things. Here in the last it has given. So please be very careful. Let's write a answer for the mains on the same topic, that critically assess the Chinese role as the rising superpower in West Asia and its influence on the regional geopolitics. How does the Chinese engagement with the region shape its foreign policy objective and international standing? 250 words, 15 marks. Okay. So please read this again. Read this article that has the new perspective, that how the China is playing its role into the West Asia, how it is going to impact the global world order, how the Chinese is going to promote the multilateralism, all these things that will come here. So you should start your answer with the Chinese growing strategic, economic and diplomatic footprints, and with that you should give the example of that rapprochement that is between the Saudi Arabia and Iran with the mediation of the China. Beside that, you should also bring that how the Chinese has brought the mediation, and here many of these West Asian countries they have joined, even the African countries they have joined. Okay. Further, you should discuss the engagement with the West Asia's support the Chinese vision, particularly with the where they are going to support the one road, one belt initiative, and how there has been a decrease in on the reliance of the US dominated system. So these West Asian countries also want to balance the Chinese and the US for their best benefit, best interest. Okay. And also you should acknowledge the challenge is not that much easy. There has been the attack into the China. For example, there is the Uyghur community. They are the Muslim minority and they are facing the suppression. So there has been some of the some of the setback to the Chinese hegemony. Okay, even the soft hegemony, that is being questioned. Okay, in the last we should conclude with the what is going to be in the future. This is just evolving at the only after the some of the after the passage of the time, it will be clear that how the long-term impact is going to on the global world order, as well as the stand of the China and the US into the West Asia and at the global, overall global level. So you have to discuss all these things. We will provide the answer, model answer for this. We will upload that. Okay. Let's solve the prelims question as well. They now today, as you are into the holiday mode, was holy celebration mode. So we have provided a easy level. It is not that much difficult level. All the question today is from the easy level, so you can easily solve. So let's start with the first question. Mahakal temple dedicated to the Lord Shiva, located in which of the Indian state? Gujarat, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, and Rajasthan. Already we have studied that it is Ujjain and that is into the Madhya Pradesh. Question number 2. Which of the following terms describe the Shivling at the Mahakal? So the first, Jyotirlinga. So you should know that it is one of the Jyotirlinga and it is the Swambhu. So yes, it is both A and B are the correct. So D will be the correct answer. Mahakal temple is known for unique ritual performance at the dawn. This ritual is called as the Shivtando, Rudrabhisek, Bhasma Aarti, Mahashivratri. So the correct answer for this question is the Bhasma Aarti. We see that they use this Bhasma, the ashes from the pious, and it shows that their respect for the cyclical process of the life. All the stages, even the death should be respected and celebrated. Next question, the Chandrasekhar limit refers to the maximum size of a planet orbiting a star. Incorrect. Minimum temperature required for the nuclear fusion in the star. No, this is not. Maximum mass of the stable white dwarf star. Okay. Maximum distance of the black hole can be influenced in the surroundings. So here the maximum mass of a stable white dwarf star. So this is the correct answer. Question number 5. Subramaniam Chandrasekhar was awarded Nobel Prize in the physics for his contribution to development of the atomic bomb, discovery of the gravitational waves, theoretical studies of the stellar structure and evolution, observation of the cosmic microwave background radiation. Okay. So he was particularly into the theoretical studies of the stellar structure and evolution. He brought the Chandrasekhar limit. After that, there is the possibility of the black hole or the dwarf white star and white planet or this planet. Okay, so this is all about. The next question, the cholera is caused by the virus, a bacterium, a parasite, a fungus. So it is from the a bacteria. Okay, so bacterium. Easy. Next question. The primary mode of transmission of the cholera is mosquito bites, contaminated water or the food, air droplet, blood transfusion. So again, it is the water that is contaminated, and we have seen that it is in the case of the Africa. This is very common. Now it is in the Malawi, Zambia, Zimbabwe. They are facing all this cholera issue. Okay. Question number 8. Which of the following is the most characteristic symptom of the cholera? High fever, profuse water, diarrhea, skin rash, swollen lymph nodes. So we see that there has been the profusion watery diarrhea, and we need the ORS for the solution. So this is all about from the today's news. We have covered the most of the area, and that is relevant from the today's news. Yes, we will now be on the track for our daily news analysis. So yes, this is all about from the today's news. We will conclude our session here. Thank you for joining the session. All the best. Jai Hind.